Welcome back to Turtles Hot Rods. Today, we're gonna get the wheels painted for the truck. Let's get to work. I think I briefly showed these in a previous YouTube video, but these are Detroit Steel Ambassadors is the name of the design, and they're 20 by 8s on the front, and I think they're 22 by 8.5s on the rear, or something like that. Pretty wide wheel, pretty wide tires we got, and we're gonna paint them cream color. So I just spent about an hour or so taking my sandblaster and just cleaning them up, getting them all good and shiny bare metal. I didn't do any of this up in here. I just kind of barely dusted it and got around the edges, but it'll be all right. So what I'm gonna do now, my plan to paint these, because I want to do them all at the same time, all in one go, is to set the wheels vertical on this board, and I'm gonna make little wheel chocks, basically out of pieces of 2x4 to hold the wheels from rolling around, and then I can paint both sides of the wheel at once. I've got some epoxy primer, and then I've got some single stage paint. So I'm gonna set up a time-lapse camera and we'll get to work. Alright, well, it's been almost a week. I wanted to let the paint get fully cured before I try to mount them up. So, let's go put some tires on these wheels. Well, that didn't work. I bent the hell out of my tire tools, and it ain't gonna go. I might just have to have a tire machine to get that on there. I don't know why it's so hard, but it just won't go. Oh yeah. What do you think? Huh? You wanna go inside? Yeah, it's a little cold out here, ain't it, fella? Come on. Alrighty, well, I've just been fiddling around with the rear axle housing. I cleaned the bolt holes out because we had some dirt daubers. Built some nests in there for some reason. And got it all shined up and cleaned up, and I forgot how good this thing looks. Black, shiny powder coat. So I just kind of loosely stacked these brackets and shims on here for the rear brakes. I can't install it and test fit it and get the shimming right because I don't have the axles in it. And the only reason I was messing with it is because I wanted to see how this all went together and how it all bolted up before we take this axle and drop it off at the shop that's gonna install the gears for us. So I'm gonna take it to a shop and have the gears and rear axle and everything professionally installed, because we want it to be done right, and we want it to be done right the first time. All right, off the rear end and back onto the cab. So the rest of this video, I want to get some body work done. I want to finish these door jambs and get them primed on both sides. Before I do that, I have to bolt up our gas pedal. So I went ahead and I put the brake pedal assembly back in, and we don't have a pedal pad on it at the moment, but that's not that difficult to get one. I mean, but we got a brake pedal. So I got to figure out where this is gonna go. This is an electronic brake, this is an electronic throttle pedal. We bought it off of eBay. It came with some wiring and a throttle pedal module. It's about $100. It is used. It came out of like a 2005 Chevy truck of some kind, which is the same kind of motor that we have and same kind of computer system. So everything should work. And right now, I'm kind of thinking about figuring out a way to bolt it right there to the firewall. And so what I'm going to do is figure out a way that I can temporarily stick it there without drilling any holes, and I'll see if I get full range of motion, because this is about where the stock gas pedal was. I'm going to be doing a little bit of welding on the back side of the firewall, and it's probably going to mess up the Bondo and the primer. It will mess up the Bondo and the primer if I get it hot, and I'm going to have to redo it, but hopefully it'll be just one little spot, and coming back in and fixing that shouldn't be that hard. Alright, I got something I'm pretty happy with. Just stuck a bolt in there to kind of hold it. It's just tack welded at the top. You can see how it's attached to that bar. And then at the bottom, that one is a little bit longer, and it goes to straight to the firewall. And yeah, so the pedal can move all the way down, and it can go full throttle without actually hitting the floor of the truck. You can't really, yeah, you can. It does not hit the floor of the truck. It's actually, the pedal is bottoming out on its pedal frame. It's important to keep your shaft clean. Rebuilding. Making them new, making them shiny. Brand new axles. You know how it is. Rebuilding. Rebuilding. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Turtles Hot Rods. Thank you guys for watching. We did a whole lot of different kind of stuff this video. If you enjoyed this one, thank you guys for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to. Got plenty more to come. And hopefully by the end of this year, we're putting a chassis together. So, I'll see you in the next video.